Hello guys, welcome back with me Nabihan you are, and in this video I wanna talking about some of iconic places that I have visited in Europe countries. For the first one is Volendam. Volendam is a small fishing village in the Netherlands, located about 20 kilometers from Amsterdam. It is very famous for its colorful wooden houses, traditional Dutch costumes, and its harbor full of fishing boats. Many tourists visit Volendam every year because it shows a very traditional side of Dutch culture. When you walk through the village, you can see people wearing old-style Dutch clothes, like wooden shoes, colored clothes. There are also many shops where you can buy souvenirs, taste Dutch cheese, or even take a photo in traditional costumes. One of the most popular places is the harbor area, called the Jig. It is full of restaurants and cafes where you can try fresh seafood, especially smoked eel, which is a local specialty. From the harbor, you can also take a boat to another village called Marken, which is also very traditional and beautiful. Volendam is also known for its music culture. There is a special style of pop music from this village called Calling Sound, which means eel sound. Many famous Dutch singers started their careers in Volendam. What makes Volendam special is that it combines history, culture, and tourism in one place. It feels like stepping back in time, but at the same time, it is very lively and welcoming for visitors. The second is Zandsoeshans. Zandsoeshans is a famous open-air museum village located about 15 kilometers north of Amsterdam. It's it is well known for its traditional Dutch windmills, wooden houses, and workshops. When you visit, it feels like stepping back into the 18th and 19th century of the Netherlands. The main attraction is the windmills, which were once used for making things like paint, oil, and flour. Some of them are still working today, and visitors can go inside to see how they function. Besides wine mills, you can also visit the cheese farms, where you can taste Dutch cheese, and clock workshops, where wooden shoes are made. There is also a small museum that explains the history of the area and Dutch life in the past. Zandvoort is very popular with tourists because it shows the traditional culture of the Netherlands in one place. It is easy to reach from Amsterdam, and many people go there for a half-day trip. And the third is the Atomium. The Atomium is one of the most famous landmarks in Brussels, Belgium. Was built in 1958 for the World's Fair, called Expo 58. The building looks like a giant model of an iron atom, but it is magnified about 165 billion times. It has nine big spheres made of shiny metal connected by tubes. Next, we are going to Grand Palace in Brussels, Belgium. It is the main square of the city and it is famous for being a UNESCO World Heritage Site. When you first walk into the square, the first thing you will notice is how everything looks like it is made of gold. This is because many of the buildings are decorated with real gold leaf that shines beautifully when the sun hits it. The biggest and most famous building here is the town hall. It was built a long time ago in the 15th century, and it has a very tall tower that you can see from far away. Right across from the town hall is the king's house, which is now a museum where you can learn about the history of the city. All the other smaller buildings around the square are called guild halls. These used to be the headquarters for different groups of workers like bakers, carpenters, and painters. Each building has its own unique status and decorations that tell a story about what those workers did. And in here, so many chocolate shops that you can buy some chocolates for gifts. For the next, we have Amstel in Amsterdam, Netherlands. You might recognize the name because it is actually where the city gets its name from. A long time ago, people built a dam on the river and they called it Amstelridam, which eventually became Amsterdam. It is the heart of the city and it is absolutely beautiful. When you walk along the Amstel, you will see some of the most iconic views in the Netherlands. One of the best things to see is the Skinny Bridge. It is a wooden bridge that looks amazing at night when all the lights turn on. Legend says that if you kiss your partner while passing under this bridge on a boat, you will stay together forever. It is a very romantic spot and a favorite for travelers. The river is also lined with grand, old houses that look like they are from a movie. These were built by wealthy merchants hundreds of years ago. You can also see the famous Royal Theatre Carré and the Hermitage Museum right on the water. If you visit in the summer, you will see locals sitting by the river, having drinks, or even jumping in for a swim. In the spring, there is a huge concert on the river to celebrate Liberty Day. The best way to experience the Amstel is definitely by boat. You can rent a small electric boat or join a canal cruise. It is much quieter than the busy city center, and the water is very calm. It feels like the soul of the city. Whether you are walking, cycling, or boating, you cannot visit Amsterdam without spending some time by the Amstel. It is the perfect place to relax and take some great photos of the Dutch capital. For the next, we're going to Praha Castle in Praha, Czech Republic. Praha Castle, this is not just a normal castle because it is actually the largest ancient castle complex in the world. It is so big that it feels like a small town inside the city. It was built a very long time ago, starting in the year 870, and for centuries it has been the home of kings, emperors, and now the president of the country. And the next, we are going to Charles Bridge in Praha, Czech Republic. This bridge is very old and very special because has been standing for over 600 years. A king named Charles IV started building it way back in 1357. For a long time, it was the only way to cross the Vltava River, which made it the most important path between the old town and the Praha castle. It is made of strong stone and is supported by 16 big arches that look amazing from above on the water. The bridge is always full of energy and life. You can see local artists painting portraits, musicians playing beautiful songs, and people selling handmade souvenirs. It is a wonderful place to just walk and enjoy the view of the river and the red roofs of the city. If you want a really special experience, try to visit during the sunrise. The morning lights makes the bridge look like something out of a fairy tale, and is much quieter than during the day. It truly is the heart of Praha and a place you can never forget. Next, we are going to Hofburg in Vienna, Austria. This amazing place is one of the biggest palace complexes in the world. For hundreds of years, it was the winter home of the Habsburg family, the famous kings and queens who ruled this part of Europe. The palace is huge because it has many different buildings, beautiful libraries, and even a chapel. Today, it is still very important because the President of Austria works here. When you walk through the gates, you can visit the Sisi Museum to learn about the famous Empress Elizabeth or see the beautiful white horses at the Spanish riding school. It is a place where you can really feel the royal history of Vienna, and the architecture is just beautiful for photos. Next, we are going to Bratislava Hrad Castle in Slovakia. This massive white building sits on a high hill overlooking the Danube River and has a very unique shape that looks like an upside down table. Because of its four corners tower, it has been a very important landmark for hundreds of years, and today it is a proud symbol of the country. When you walk around the castle grounds, you can explore the beautiful white gardens or visit the history museum inside to see how kings once lived. Next, we are going to Parliament of Budapest in Budapest, Hungary, which is one of the most beautiful and largest parliament buildings in the world. It sits right on the bank of the Danube River and is famous for its amazing Gothic style and its giant red dome. It was built over 100 years ago using millions of bricks and a lot of real gold for the decoration inside. At night, the whole building lights up and reflects on the water, making it look like a golden palace. Inside, it holds the Holy Crown of Hungary and has nearly 700 rooms. It is truly the most iconic symbol of the city and a place you absolutely have to see when you visit Hungary. Next, we are going to Belgrade Fortress in Belgrade, Serbia. This amazing place is located right where the Sava and Danube rivers meet. It is the oldest part of the city and has been destroyed and rebuilt many times over hundreds of years. Today, it is a huge park called Kalemegdan, where you can walk through old stone gates, see big tanks in the military museum, and explore ancient walls. Finally, we are in the last point. Welcome to Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria. Right here in the center of the city is the Banyabashi Mosque. It is a very special building because it was designed by the famous architect Mimar Sinan over 400 years ago. The name Banyabashi actually means many baths because the mosque was built right on top of natural thermal spas. Even today, you can still see the steam rising from the vents nearby. It is the only mosque still open for prayer in the city and is famous for its beautiful red brick dome and tall minaret. It is a peaceful place that shows the long and deserved history of Sofia.